What world-changing events will happen in 2024? Okay, let's go bonkers! Now that there have been some pressure from the EU on Apple and Google that they have monopolized the way one can install apps on their respective platforms, they will ease up a bit. And Microsoft will use this opportunity to open their own app store on Android that will first have their own already existing Android apps, Minecraft and just some third-party software. But they will have some success on the long run because they will provide easy paths for projects to release, deploy through GitHub directly to their store. Honestly, a lot will change politically in 2024 regardless of your worldview. Almost every major democracy in the world is going to have in some sort of national election and its results will definitely shape the next decade. So given that 50% of the world's population will be eligible to vote in some form of election, 2024 is gonna be a great year to study politically but possibly not the best one to live through. Agriculture going bad, people going hungry, getting displaced, causing war. It's happening already but it will happen next year too. Animals on land and sea going extinct. Climate change is real no matter how much you wish it wasn't. Edit water too, rivers going dry before reaching the sea. Seasonal rain becoming unpredictable, moved on permanently or possibly gone altogether. Edit 2 groundwater polluted. The most obvious one is that the USA will elect a Republican president because Biden was as embarrassingly inept on securing the borders and establishing an under-control international order. It'll probably be Trump again but his second term will be considerably more centrist because there's a need of returning to normalcy after Biden's utterly disastrous, dangerous presidency. Middle East conflict. Russian-Ukraine war. China will take Taiwan after 2024. Ron DeSantis is going to be the next president of the United States with Nikki Haley as the vice president. AI will be much smarter than previously thought. Another COVID-alike will hit the world within 5 to 10 years. Climate and war refugees will be on every corners of the world. I can't see the US presidential election going smoothly. The top contender for the Republican nomination is currently facing 4 different sets of charges for illegal shit he did last time he was president. So either that guy becomes president, which is fucked, or he doesn't become president and his cult starts doing even more extreme terrorist shit. Precedent is going to be set regarding Donald Trump. Either the first president to be convicted on multiple felony indictments including insurrection, or we'll see just how corrupt the justice system is and that someone who is painfully obviously guilty is going to be able to walk for fear of the backlash a conviction could bring. Russia will carry out a proxy attack in Europe, but this time NATO will actually do something. Inflation will significantly ease around the world. The internet will break at some one point or something similar to a high-level VI attack. Advancements in renewable energy, further AI integration, geopolitical tensions, potential breakthroughs in healthcare, and continued discussions on climate change could be among the significant themes in 2024. There is a very high likelihood that the US government will acknowledge having possession of downed extraterrestrial craft that we have been reverse engineering for the last 90 years. I think World War III is very close and apparently the zombie deer disease is now spreading onto humans. So we get a World War III and a zombie apocalypse at once, which is splendid. Have you learned nothing from the pandemic? Did you really have to ask this on here? Disclaimer: not a conspiracy theorist, just a joke. Trans athletes will be given their own category and their current records will be the minimum requirement to enter the trans category. 1. There will be a new war that will start somewhere in the world. 2. Inflation will probably stagnate or slow down. 3. Recession. I say the Ukraine war will end, but not how to expect. Maybe a major global cyber attack. And there will be peace in Gaza again. Massive heatwave and drought somewhere that kills millions of people. Along with several other climate and weather disasters. Trump loses the election. His followers lose it. They try to turn the outcome. They are unsuccessful. The GOP is no more. Fake videos, images, audio of public figures will become super common, especially anything that may affect the election. I'm afraid if I make totally ridiculous predictions they'll actually happen and then I'll be under investigation. Called it 3 years ago, AI videos and speeches will affect the election result. Not looking forward to this one. Trans men and trans women will have an increased interest in chess. Fighting will have to think of the situation. A celebrity will say bingo just like Gary Oldman did in The Professional and everyone will lose their shit. A presidential election will take place in the largest economy in the world. Who wins? I cannot yet say. I think we'll see a solar storm knock out electricity and communication somewhere we don't expect it. The result aside, the military confliction between Ukraine and Russia will meet an end. Whenever the microbe comes back, there will be some global conflict the following week. Artemis 2, the first crewed mission to the moon since 1972. And the US elections. Someone might answer this with something unrelated to America's election. Democrats versus Republicans civil war. The American government will collapse. I make the same prediction every year. Someone will use a nuclear bomb. First commercial CRISPR treatment. Sickle cell is only the beginning. I'm making a big life change. I'm afraid, worried, but it's necessary. To be president of some country in the world will be born.